Hello. I hope you can see my screen and also hear my voice clearly. 4th of October, today is Friday. So today we expect some volatility. There's going to be a news. Remember, every Friday beginning of the month, let's have a news that's called a non-farm payroll. So expect some volatility, especially on charts that have USD in them. We'll start off Euro USD. Yesterday we expected a sell on this one, and somehow price has been able to continue upwards. We are still somehow bullish, but then I noticed something just earlier today, that there's a very good trend line that could be developing on this one. Just look at this, that point up to that level. We have a very good level. Actually, it started from this point, continued all the way. So we have a resistance, have some resistance around the entire zone there, and then you have a resistance here. Then we also have another one around this point here. So what this simply means is the price should actually come back up to this level. We expect price to come back up to that trend line, so that we are able to look for a sell from that point. As it is now, this is still a very good sell, but only when price comes back to this trend line. Price gets to this trend line, we are looking for a sell. So overall, we expect price to come back up to this point, be able to pick a sell there, and we expect that sell to take us up to this point. This week we expected a sell somehow, but price continues to go up, and we expect it now to go only up to that level, where if it bounces off, pick a sell. We also expect price to break below this level here. So the first place where we want to sell from is there. The second place is if it price retraces back to this level, that will give us another sell. If it continues down, wait for another retracement back up before we can sell it. So these are the places to sell from. You either sell there, wait and sell there, or you wait and sell there. These are the only two best places to sell from. So anytime the price approaches any of those levels, we'll be looking for a trade, because we actually have a very good resistance trend line, where price has been using since August 6th. So if price comes back to that level today, or maybe on Monday, that's going to give us a very good place to sell from. So we'll move forward to our next chart, and that should be GBP USD. USD should be heading downwards, but then as you can see, the price actually continued upward. So it's a very good place here where we actually expect price to sell off from. And the reason I'm having that zone that big is because price actually went above the entire zone with a big candle. This one, it opened here, closed above everything, one big candle. The same thing almost happened when we were continuing downwards. It retraced up, down, continued up, somehow could not continue even higher. So this was the sell place. We ought to have sold it when this pin bar showed up. We actually ought to have taken a sell immediately, and still holding. We expect that sell to take price up to this point, and then the next level is this one. So overall, we have two places. We have this, have there, that one. So we have that support, and then you also have this one, the last line from the bottom, which is this one. This one. So basically, if you didn't sell it there, still expect price to come back so that you can sell it. Then hold onto that trade. Expect a break below 1.2231, so that we can continue downwards up to the next level, which is 1.1988. So didn't sell it right when price was here. You still have to sell it. You still have the chance to sell it when price goes below 1.2231. this can be the best one. If price can break below this level, that will give us the correct place to actually look for a sell from. So we'll move forward to our next chart, and that should be DJPY. This is how the chart looks. I must say that this is bearish from the daily. Actually, if you check it from the weekly, the 4 hours where we are now, there is a very good support where the price is now. This one, a very good support. So what this level simply means is, unless the price clearly descends below the lower line, unless the price clearly goes below 106.69, unless the price goes below this zone here, expect a buy. So something like this may happen. You are likely to see price reverse immediately to the upper side, or the price may break below, then retrace back upwards, or it continues even lower up to the next level. So we have a support. We have a support here where if price goes below it, we expect it to continue downwards. If it bounces off and does not close below, that will be a buy or a sell in case it goes below. These are the only two things we expect to happen: either a bounce from that level so that we buy, or a break below so that we continue selling it. So we move forward. We move to our next symbol, SP500. SP500 should move alongside USDJPY. Therefore, if you expect a buy on USDJPY, so expect a similar trade on SP500. But then the two actually are supposed to be moving together. Whatever is happening now is that they appear to be moving in opposite directions. Just look at this. The same place where we expect to sell from, buy USDJPY from, actually SP500 has already gone below it. SP500 has gone below this level, which means that the buy which we are seeing USDJPY actually could be a false one. You should be waiting for price to go below the level which you just said, so that you can pick a sell up to this level here. So overall, expect something like this. The price needs to come back up to this level, then we expect a sell towards the lower side. What this simply means is that although the buy which we are seeing on USDJPY actually could continue for some times, but then it will end when price reaches this point, SP500. So you monitor the two charts. If you have SP500 showing you a sell, expect that the same sell is on USDJPY. If the two are not showing the same thing, don't do anything. But Brent oil. Brent oil is bearish. Actually went below a very significant level. Just look at this here. Support. Then also pick it as a zone like this. And the reason I'm covering this level is because there's one big candle that opened above this zone and closed below. That candle is this one. Sorry. This big candle. What it simply means is we are still continuing to the lower side. So as long as we have price holding below that zone, you should be expecting a sell up to the next level. So you pick a sell, hold on to that sell up to this point here. Hold on to a sell up to this point. So we expect a sell. We expect a sell despite the fact there's a bullish pin bar here. the price needs to sell off, especially while we are below this zone here. So I'm widening it because on the weekly chart it looks good. This is a very good sell. Expect, despite the pin bar which we are seeing here, expect a sell up to 50.77. Forward to the last symbol, and some good news on gold. If you are that person who trades gold, you can now hold your trades overnight without being charged swap. So no matter the volume you're trading, even if you're doing 0.01, 1, 2 up to 500, volume of 500, you still can hold your trades overnight without being charged swap. So swap is the amount of money you charge for holding your trades overnight. That has been cancelled by FreshForex. You are now free to hold on to trades up to 11th of October, which is like next week. It's an offer. It started some few weeks ago. It's still continuing, so ensure you benefit from it. You can try it. It's really good. So on gold, this is what to expect. We have this level here, support. Actually on the hours it looks much better. Have this, have this one here, and then you also have this, a very good support where price actually went below. It's a very good support the entire place, and price went below, came back up. So this move here is actually a false breakout. It's a false breakout, which means the price needs to retrace back to this level so that we can pick a buy from that point towards these levels here, this and also the upper one. So we are basically waiting for price to bounce off from that level, continue upwards, then it should retrace back before we can continue buying it even higher up to the next level. So technically, these are the places to wait for a buy here or a buy from the top. So thank you very much. That should bring us to the end of this market overview. We meet again tomorrow at the same time. Bye. Sorry, we'll meet on Monday.